I am Apollyon, warlord of the Blackstone Legion. In that year, I sent one of my commanders, Holden Cross, to punish a betrayer. There was a warden there, in the way. There are many wardens. This one would prove unique.
The Wardens. Members of an ancient order. Fallen into dust. Sworn to defend the weak. Masters of the longsword. Their origins lost to history. Still they fight for what is right. But only a few may join their order.
That day that I learned I was working for the wrong warlord. Hervis Dobney.
Defend the walls!
The day that I met the Blackstone Legion. And Holden Cross.
Come out!
Domini! It doesn't have to be like this!
Keep them off the walls!
My lord.
Break it down!
Break it down!
But I am a warden. I had a job to do. I need to get moving. The Blackstones were coming up the east wall. Reinforcements were coming. I needed to hold that wall. The courtyard. Archers! That catapult's still ready to fire.
Domini! Show yourself! These warriors don't have to die. Trial by combat. Right now.
What? Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution.
Then fight my second.
You will be my second.
All right, then. If I refused, there would be a slaughter. We were still at their mercy.
It will not do for a knight of the Blackstone Legion to be defeated by a common mercenary. Kneel. For valor in battle, for honor and service, I, Holden Cross, raise you. Stand, Knight of the Blackstone Legion. We're finished here. Come on.
That was how I joined the Blackstone Legion.
That warden proved more than worthy. But there was still much work to be done. The Vikings were about to destroy the last Iron Legion sanctuary in Ashfeld. My Blackstone Legion would save them.
There are many legions. The Iron Legion is the greatest among them. But in Ashfeld, the Iron Legion was about to be routed. Their commander, Stone, needed an army. Holden Cross sent me.
Blackstone! Where are our reinforcements?
I'm it!
Is this a joke?
Open the gate! Lead us out, Blackstone! Good luck!
The battle was already lost. I needed to change that. We needed to take back the flanks. Stone, we were winning. We just needed a final push.
Stop!
Get out of our lands!
Not bad, Blackstone. Not bad at all. Pretty sure I could have done it by myself, but...
We had the Vikings on the run. And in the mopping up efforts, we also claimed the rest of the scattered legions, bringing them under Blackstone rule. The Warden, I think, had reservations about some of our methods.
I had questions about the Blackstone Legion.
The last of the Vikings have holed up in an outpost up ahead. One that the Iron Legion deserted. Need backup?
I can handle it.
Careful with that ego.
Ready?
Lead the way.
Deserters. I wanted to see for myself. Stone was Iron Legion. I trusted him.
Doesn't look too hard.
Everywhere we go, we've abandoned our people. What has happened to the Iron Legion? Wait here. I'll clear the bridge. I want to talk to some of these deserters. They were members of the Iron Legion. All legions share the same oaths. What had happened here? Why have you abandoned your posts?
A Blackstone dog has strayed from his pack.
Stand down! Your people need you.
What's a warden doing fighting for Apollyon?
One of us should go home and change.
Why have you abandoned your posts?
Kill them.
We were going to have to fight our way out. That was the day I finally met our warlord. Apollyon.
Gotcha, Blackstone. Do you know what kind of creature waits for its own slaughter? Sheep. Sheep.
No!
Welcome to the Blackstone Legion.
I had my answers, but too late. And a warden's oaths are not lightly broken.
The time came to show the Vikings who they really were. We would strike deep into the heart of their lands. But first, we needed to cross the mountain pass. And Holden Cross would lead the charge.
Where order has broken down, where cruelty and lawlessness rule, lawbringers are justice. We go wherever we are needed, and we come prepared. Our armor has no equal. Its construction, a secret of our order. Pray that you do not need us. And when we arrive, pray that you have done no wrong. The snow was already falling on Valkenheim. But we went anyway. I am Holden Cross. As commander of the Blackstone Vanguard, it fell to me to lead the way.
Out of my way.
Savages. Those catapults needed to be shut down.
I need to regroup with the Vanguard.
We were prepared for this place.
Fire!
The Vikings had numbers. We had technology. We couldn't leave a force behind to guard the prisoners.
Hold!
Master, this beast killed at least 40 soldiers, including Davis.
Do you know how to tell a predator from prey? You can't, of course, unless you see them in war. "40. Well done.
I had thought that her laws of selection only applied to us.
Valkenheim. We needed to reach the fortress at Sverngard before the Vikings had a chance to respond. But at the great cliff that splits the valley in half, we found our way forward blocked. Fortunately, we had a peacekeeper, Mercy, among our ranks.
When wars end, it is the silent blade that keeps the peace. But when wars rage, a peacekeeper's work is never done. Quick, lethal. They can win a fight before their enemy even knows they are there. Dancers of death, with dual blades for dancing partners. What they know can destroy legends or create them.
Our army needed passage. The Warborn can be creative when they want to be. I had an idea. Getting inside was easier than I expected. Just needed one more push.
Path's clear. Impressive.
Don't encourage her.
The fortress of Sverngard. My goal. For too long, the true warriors among the Vikings had been held back by the chains of social bonds, of kin, of law. Now we would knock down their gate and return their world to its rightful order.
I had questions. Master, why this fortress? It looks like it's just a storehouse.
It is. And that's why we're here. These barbarians. They seem like they're good people. They embrace each other like they were all kin. But that is all a lie. When night falls, they stab each other with their knives. If there are wolves among them, should we not set them free?
Now I had new questions. Ones that were much harder to answer.
Catapults! Keep the ram moving!
Being a skeptic was a death sentence. But doubt is a part of integrity. We needed to protect and operate the ram until we broke through. Goodmunder. This fort's legendary yacht.
On your feet.
We were in. That spelled doom for the Vikings. Wasn't that why we came in the first place?
Burn everything
It
down!
was hardly my first time sacking a fortress.
Yes!
Why did it bother me?
Prepare to die!
Side. You fought well.
To hell with you!
Mercy. Why are we here? I think you know.
Famine. This place houses their seed grain. There will be no new harvest. By winter, they will be killing each other over what little food is left.
I took an oath to fight for peace. So did you. All of you.
Hey. This food. Why are we not burning it all?
What do you imagine the clans would do if we burned it all?
They'd starve. Die.
They would unite. But leave them scraps. Just enough for 2, maybe 3 clans. They will fight each other over what remains. the wolves among them will rise. We're not here to kill them. We are here to teach them who they are. To set them free. Time to go home. It did not take long for my lesson to spread across the whole of Valkenheim. But in the following winter, a lone raider rose among the clan known as the Warborn. That raider set out to reunite their people.
Sometimes a Viking is born who carries the spark of gods. Raiders, we call them. It is a name that can summon armies. Ruthless, fearless, made for battle. The moment of a Viking's death is chosen by fate. So what use have they of armor? Or of beer?
A year since Apollyon came. Our people starved. And the worst of us fell on each other, like beasts. Growing fat on their own people's misery. Ragnar was one of those. Let's feast! And so, I came down from the mountains. I joined the Warborn, and then we did something about it. We had come to do something about our people's vermin problem. The food!
Told you.
Come! It's what we came for. Let's find the rest for our people.
The foe is retreating!
Ragnar has brought us bounty! What's going on out there? You. Face me! Ha! Come on in, then! This was what I had come for. Boy! Like hell! I wasn't going to let Ragnar get away. What you've done is wrong. You feast while all around you people starve.
You and your warriors will learn to live like the rest of us! Or you will become food for crows. Child! Might as well ask me to pick up... farming! We're Vikings. So that's a no? Valhalla. You're in charge now. Join us. We are with you.
They weren't much to look at, but they were a start.
The Warborn grew. Soon, much sooner than I anticipated, only 2 warlords remained in Valkenheim. The Raider, and a vicious killer named Civ. With many of the Warborn leaders held hostage, conflict was inevitable.
Civ's work.
That's just barbaric.
I've seen you take scalps.
It's different. We'll just wait for your signal then?
Civ.
Raider!
We had a history.
I know it's you!
I guess that was the signal?
What are you doing among the Warborn?
You talk too much.
The old ways of blood stir our people. We were united once more. It was time to free the rest of the Warborn. Stigander.
What took you so long? Finding Vikings you hadn't pissed off. My thanks, warrior. don't disappoint me, Jarl.
Oh, I like you.
Now, it was time to take back our birthright.
The Vikings united. And so quickly. Now they turned their attention to us. I left some of my Blackstones in control of their shipyards at Valkenheim. Stygander, their new Jarl, set out to take them from us.
There are traditions among our people that run deep as stone. Our shields are as versatile as they are strong. Our swords are lethal, simple and ancient design. And a leader who does not lead the charge is no leader at all. We are called warlords, a name that is earned. We are the shield of our people. And we will not fall. We would need ships. And I had been out of action for long enough.
Odin's beard.
Invasor! Bellicum canite!
These Blackstones had done a poor job of fortifying our defenses. I should get to the ballista.
Neca eos omnes!
Odin's beard. Those Blackstones had quite a haul.
Where did these come from?
Samurai ships, washing up all summer long, full of this junk.
The samurai!
They're weak. We outnumber them 10 to 1.
And they've had a good year! We're gonna need a fleet.
It was time for a raid.
Hoping for quick spoils and perhaps the glory of victory, the Vikings turned their attention on their neighbors across the sea. The samurai lands were guarded by an ancient sea fort, one that the Vikings believed to be poorly defended.
But that raid reminded us of who we are. We began with a fortress on the sea. But they knew we were coming.
Mitai! Arate! Arate!
Race!
your weapons! To the gates! I welcome you all! The gates of that fortress had worked for a century. All we had to do was get through them. Warble! Ropes! Grapples, here!
Go! Lead the climb!
Need to get up that wall! Need to open that gate. That chain should do it. All we needed to do now was push them back. Samaka! 蛮族めが全てをぶち壊しよってこの城は落ちた。もはや兵もおらぬ。我が命もほどなく尽きよう。門を開いたのは貴様だ。その命であがれ。You're in my way. That day reminded our people what Viking fury could do. The Great Raid, they would call it. And it had begun.
To reach the great city of the Emperor, the Vikings now faced the mire. Here, brute force would not suffice. Skill and knowledge would be needed to cross safely. The war-born Valkyrie, Runa, was sent to find a way through.
The Valkyries, warriors who have made a deal with the gods. Each one can earn glory for our fallen dead. In time, they can win a place for the deserving. But they alone decide for whom they fight. Masters of the spear and shield, scouts, trackers, and perhaps your only hope for salvation.
The Mire. An apt name for a terrible place. I was sent to find a way through. Let's start by finding an outpost, or a camp, or something. Whoever that warrior had alerted was probably who I wanted to talk to.
I'm coming, Warborn!
There was activity by the docks to the north.
So? What did they tell you?
I don't speak Japanese.
Well, now what? We need maps.
There's a monastery.
How do you know? Wait here. I'll get reinforcements. Wait for us here.
Finally. I should be quick.
Archers!
I had what we needed. A way through the mire. The city would be ours.
Koto, the Emperor's city. High on a stone cliff, defended by crumbling bridges and gates, and by a force that was far too small for such a vast place. The city was ripe for plunder.
3 days. We fought on that bridge. Behind that bridge lay a whole city full of plunder. And if we failed now, we would leave with nothing to show for it. One more push would do it. I needed to clear those archers myself. The gate was in sight. This is no gate. It's more like a door. It's not a bad idea. You might live. The All-Father's favor is a fickle thing. Impress him with your audacity, and he will see you through to victory. But let audacity grow into overconfidence, and he will deliver you to your enemies.
It was a great raid!
Valhalla, warrior.
Outstanding.
Gates open.
We had done it. Beyond those gates, riches, spoils, plunder. The great raid of the war-born clans would become legend.
If the commanders of the Iron Legions knew about
Now we can speak freely.
Well, that's a relief. We're all your humble servants, Master. So, what is the real plan?
War. Huh? The natural state of our species. Yet these monsters flee from it. They're cowards. We must be brave for them.
We cannot hope to trigger war everywhere.
We can. If we recruit our enemies to the cause. The city was open. There was one warrior among the samurai who could have prevented that disaster. A single Orochi, locked in a prison cell for years. That imprisonment was about to come to an end.
We samurai are outnumbered. Each of our warriors must be the match of 10 of our enemies. Each Orochi is a match for 100. Swift, strong, the truest masters of the katana. Their armor, a perfect balance of flexibility and strength. We're the finest warriors the world has ever known.
Home. We samurai lost our true home long ago. Now, to us, that word means something different. We made a new home, but we have to fight to hold it. I wasn't going to be fighting anyone from inside a prison cell. But my friends, my daimyo, saw an opportunity and took it. They're burning the city.
We're leaving. They said we're leaving. Let's go.
I can't.
This is how you ended up here in the first place.
We needed a quick way through. Fire would do it. It was time to regroup. Find Okuma and Momiji. Let's find Momiji.
These poisonous mushrooms make amazing traps!
We've got them on the run! Fire and poison and steel. It was working, but we needed to push them back. All we had to do was get those gates closed. To Apollo! What were the Blackstones doing in our city? Knights from the Blackstone Legion. Where's Ayu? The Vikings broke into our city. They didn't know who they served.
Ah, the last few. Daimyo, your emperor is dead. Will you take his place?
Never.
Would you be emperor?
After I kill the rest of them, I'm coming to kill you.
A wolf. Leave the palace to Seijuro. The others can fight for the scraps.
Who do you think you are?
War. I am war. I left 5 daimyo to fight for control of their people. We would see how strong their unity truly was. I gave Seijuro the palace. The other 4 survivors of my test, I left in the swamp. It was the daimyo Ayu who made the first move.
Every army needs warriors whose specialty is victory. Kensei, sword saints, the guardians of our people. Every great ruler since the fall has trained as a sword saint. Every one. And we are formidable. Our armor is the strongest of our people. As is our will. I was the last daimyo set free in the mire.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting? Apollyon thought we would fight each other to claim the Emperor's power. She was right. Every daimyo who had passed her test was a war criminal. We would tear our people apart. Or I could finish it. Before it had a chance to start. Danja was pious. Piety does not excuse villainy.
Ayu.
Your subjects starved while you feasted, Kiza!
I will stop you!
I had done it. Our Emperor is dead! The Blackstone Legion has done this! Apollyon wants us to go to war with ourselves! I refuse! We are being forced into a new age.
Vikings.
Apollyon would regret leaving me alive.
I expected the samurai civil war to last for years, not days. Nothing unites like a common enemy. The Vikings had not had time to escape the mire with their bounty. That Orochi, Ayu, and their new allies set out to try to stop them.
I followed Apollyon's trail into the mire. I was searching for Ayu. Well, well, well. Do you know where Ayu is? These Vikings need to be taught a lesson.
You're bravely done! For another foe!
A lot of dead daimyo around here.
That was stopping a civil war.
Guess the Emperor was wrong about you.
Our neighbors are persistent.
That they are.
Secure the dock. We'll meet you there.
I hate Vikings.
Archers.
Delay that order. We have more pressing matters.
Seijuro.
Apollyon gave him the palace.
It will take more than a palace to rule our people.
We will remove the pretender to the Emperor's throne.
Within a month, Ayu brought her newly reunited army to the front door of the Emperor's palace. Now there were only 2 daimyo left, she and Seijuro. But it was that Orochi who would determine the course of history.
The Imperial Palace. A fortress within a fortress.
Seijuro! Our people bleed! Put down your weapons!
Then end this, and kneel before me.
Seijuro wasn't giving up, and he had strong warriors at his side. But we had numbers. We just needed a way in. I hadn't been inside the palace in 3 years. Not since the Emperor had ordered me imprisoned.
We will die, my fighters.
Paper walls. No match for steel.
Only the best for the Emperor.
Our army is on the other side.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Just need that elephant to cooperate.
You are outnumbered! Put down your swords!
Find Seijuro!
We will not be stopped! Seijuro can't be fought!
In there! There had been
Seijuro?
so much killing. But we were not enemies.
Execute me! I will be remembered as the greatest warrior our people have ever seen. These warriors won't follow anyone else.
You will be forgotten. The Emperor's champion will defeat you.
The Emperor's champion is rotting in a cell in the lower city. It's you.
The champion.
That betrayer!
Hero, more like.
Seijuro was one of the greatest warriors of our people, and I had been sitting in jail for 3 years.
The old Emperor was weak. I would be strong.
Give up, Seijuro!
What are you waiting for?
We need commanders, Seijuro.
You dishonor me.
We need you. You are a great warrior.
I won't serve beneath you.
Then slay me. Take my place. Command our armies.
You've gone mad.
Apollyon did this to us. Not Seijuro. I will not fight the Legion's war for them!
The Emperor's champion. Heading our armies again.
I'm going to Ashfeld! Our enemy is there!
Before the Emperor's champion led Ayu's army into Ashfeld, they came here on a scouting mission. They would need to find safe passage for their army to my fortress. But Ashfeld has changed.
Apollyon had been as generous to her own people as she had been to ours. We needed to understand what was happening in Ashfeld, so we explored. I needed to find Momiji and finish our scouting mission. The castle wasn't as abandoned as we had thought. These are marauders, not knights. Unorganized.
I saw a warden leading a group of knights away from the fortress. We should follow them.
Apollyon's borders were open. Who had done this? I know that one. Warden.
Are they rebelling? Can they do that? I think we should leave.
Why? It was time to go. We are not your enemy, champion. You executed the Imperial family.
We are no longer Blackstones. No. This is my fight. Maybe I was wrong about you. I was right. You are the Emperor's champion. Your army will find the path to the Blackstone Fortress. Clear. Good luck.
I had taken my measure of that warden. Once you cross swords with someone, you know their heart.
All the lands are awash with Viking looters. Our own legions war against one another. And now, the Emperor's champion knocks at my door with an army. This will be a day for wolves.
Reinforcements! Do not lose this courtyard!
The samurai have breached the second gate! Here they come! Master, Iron Legion, outside our walls.
There you are. And what are you doing, Holden? At last.
Move! Hold the samurai. I'll deal with the Iron Legion.
The fortress of the Blackstone Legion. The gates had fallen. The escape tunnels were all blocked. We had them. The catapults were on the upper level.
Shut down.
We'd taken the fortress. Now, Okuma and I would start hunting.
Okuma!
Right, sure, why not? It's
I
heavy.
need to buy
Watch my
Okuma
back.
time.
I got it. Orochi, go! Go. You've got this.
I couldn't risk Apollyon escaping. I had to find her. I could hear knights killing knights.
Finally, the Dawn Empire have arrived.
Yield. Face justice.
I'll pass.
I had found her. Now, I needed to survive.
Come.
Her skill was greater than mine. I would have to exceed myself.
Death waits for us all. A warrior is someone who does not let that stop them from doing what must be done. Come, warrior.
It would be the end.
I am immortal, champion. Wait and see.
I must end you!
It's over. We will have peace.
Peace. So, what happens now? You all just go home? You came into my home. And you brought your armies. What did you think would happen? Peace? That isn't how the world works. Don't speak to me of your virtues. Duty. Kinship.
honor. You've forgotten what you are.
You want war. Only war.
All I want is for you to admit what you are. All of you. My wolves.
You know the rest.
7 more years of bloody war. Apollyon played us all. One against the other. For what?
To weed out the weak.
Why did you call us here, Cross?
I didn't. I was sent by the new Lord Warden. To make amends.
Thousands of my people dead!
Well, here's your chance for vengeance.
We've shared our stories, like your Lord Warden requested. Now, why are we here?
Peace.
Peace.
Even if it were possible, we're no peacemakers.
Is it an unworthy goal?
Well, no. Is this how it starts?
It would have to start with us.
We will die in this attempt. You know that.
But it would make a worthy tale.
What they talk about, and move.